like, hey, you got to put up a fence.
We just learned, he was telling me how this was like over 100-year-old, so we thought it was only like that about 100, and we're looking 100, 125-year-old. It used to be a pig farm. And he was explaining to us that all the trailer park technically used to be this property.
Yeah,
it was all a huge pig farm.
Yeah, well, we always heard that the trailer park way before that was like where the Indian reservation was. When they pushed them all from the flat rock to this side, that was all right here.
So I haven't heard that far yet, but it was neat to hear that part. And then the people that originally owned this house are the originators of the cemetery.
Okay.
So that's what Bruce gave me that, and he goes, it was them and 5 other families, and it was Bruce's family is one of them that's buried in the back plots.
Okay, I didn't know all that.
Yeah, I just learned it myself, getting to know these guys and their numbers and hanging out. And
yeah, man.
So is this an original settler kind of cemetery, or original families in the area, or is
original families to this road in this area?
Okay.
That's the way I partake it. Was there was like the original like 5, 6 families that owned the farming property, but this is just a 2-track road.
Any Indian burials also in the area?
They were not mentioned that. I haven't asked actually. But
you know where those dirt roads shoot across from the end of Old Carlton here?
Yeah.
At the end of those dirt roads, John Tarr used to live there. We tilled up, building the farm one time, tilled up some old bones.
I've actually just got a recently mentally talking to myself, just kind of playing around in the back 40. Like when you drive it back, you'll look past behind my barn. There's this odd hump where there used to be a building they've leveled.
Yeah, some kind of leftover foundation.
And you said the Bruces and what other families are also?
This is the 5 original families live
Bruces
on the road.
and what are other families?
I don't remember their names, but
are the headstones legible?
Yeah, like you'll notice like there's the Vreelands.
Yep.
You know,
and Van Riper, I believe, back here. Jacob Van Riper. There's a few of them.
Like one kid's loving it. He's a horror buff. You go back there, there's one Mike Myers.
Yeah.
So any paranormal things happen?
We've not had yet. Like we've talked about possibly getting people out here because me and my one kid were nuts about paranormal everything.
Yeah, so we do a mix of paranormal and the history behind it. So that's what we're out here doing. Yeah.
That's what we like. Believe it or not, I'd have to say if there's anything like that, we've had more towards the house than the cemetery.
Okay.
The creepiest thing I'll tell you right now, that it literally, we don't know if it's kids playing around, whatever, but everybody's left it alone. As soon as you go in, stop, get out the car, walk to the right. The headstone's to your right. There's a porcelain doll that just kind of appeared. We've left it alone, we've not messed with it, and it's literally just appeared.
And it's still down there?
Still there.
Oh, yeah, that's crazy.
And you said you've had activity up here at the house, though?
Slight stuff, like the normal, like, you know, you see shadows.
See what I was telling you?
Yeah.
We all see that shit around here.
Inside the house or around the yard?
I think in the yard.
They're
saying towards the house.
Running between the trees, but it's not on a backdrop, so it's like it's 3-dimensional, like it's out in the open.
Yeah.
And it's one of those I have to say, like it is true. Like if you have to put holy ground to it, that if anything's back there, it would really take a cruel investigation because the only history I do got is the plots. Some of them in here are plots that are from the one right here in Flat Rock where they moved them.
That's what they did with them. We used to play paintball at the old Vreeland before they redid it, and then one day they built a cell phone tower back there and they just wiped them from the road.
The sign that is right there with that cemetery tells you it came here. This is Oakwood Cemetery.
Okay.
This is where they moved the bodies, and that's why we were trying to talk to people going, hey, you know, there's probably, if you did like one of those dual connections to see that you disturb a body, I believe in that.
I always wondered what they do with those, because we were sitting in the woods going to play paintball when they started building that tower. We watched them rip up the headstones, and then they blamed the destruction on destructive teenagers. And I'm like, no, that was you guys. I never knew what they did with it. I was just telling them about that.
Yeah, like come down with us, and we're just gonna go take a bunch of pictures. We're gonna have an auto recorder out to see if we can't like.
If anything, if there's anything happening.
Come back anytime.
Be times where we're walking past and you just see things run past. We've had times where we were coming home from security lots. And we were driving down the road, and about right down the road, like right at the fire hydrant there, you'd be walking by, you'd see a creature that looked like a deer run by, but when you go past and look, there's nothing. We've had it one night, it was what, 3 o'clock in the morning? 3 o'clock in the morning, you were coming by, and it like almost looked like a moose. It's like, easy way to put it was a moose. Went running across the road, but it had like 4 legs, and it was about like this tall.
Yeah.
Back there, other things, as you get back towards our backside of our property, you get back and it's just like a whole different feeling of watching like paranormal stuff like that. You get back there, it's just a different feeling at nighttime. Like during daytime, I'll walk around there. During nighttime, will not walk back there alone. You get back there, like you would feel like somebody's watching you and stuff like that. In our own property, like in our house, like last night, was in my room shuffling stuff around. I have my TV unplugged because when our power went off a few weeks ago, it was surging. I hit my remote and my TV turned on. Now I have the actual power cord for my TV in my hand, and my TV turned on.
Interesting. Yeah.
This is Midwest Legend Hunters. We are currently in Oakwood Cemetery, outside of London, Monroe. I'm not exactly sure whereabouts we
Carlton.
are from. Our original starting point. This was one of the recommended spots that we go ahead and check out. It's a really old cemetery. Coming in, we had a little bit of a trial. There was a locked gate. We were able to talk to the people and the property adjacent. They do take care of the grounds here for the local historical society.
Flat Rocks Historical Society.
You said it. They gave us permission to come back here. They gave us a little details about some of the things that they've experienced back here.
And at their house.
So there's been a lot of shadowy figures they see walking around the grounds on the property. They've had strange lights behind where we're currently staying at now, behind their barn. Went out to investigate, apparently thinking it was kids playing in the yard. Nothing was there. Strange, unexplained lights. We were told about a mysterious porcelain doll that appears here in the cemetery. Also, we were told to find a particular row of 4 gravestones. Apparently here is where there's been a lot of uncomfortable vibes these guys got when they come back here. They're cutting grass or just being curious and investigating. So we're going to go ahead and begin our investigation. We're going to be taking pictures, looking at the graves, run some audio. We're considering, weather permitting, coming back to this location later, considering that we do have permission here. We have actually people that can talk to us and are actually interested in this kind of subject, and they're kind of really stoked actually that we're back here investigating this for them. So we're going to go ahead and begin. Let's do this, guys.
It's also kind of crazy that we walked up to the door about 30 seconds before the owners pulled up to the house. So it's almost like this is all just sort of playing out for us to do this.
So we're looking for, on the 4 gravestones, one says baby.
It says towards the older part of the cemetery, towards the back.
When we were kids, back there is where the bones would pop out in that far back left corner.
And you're talking about this right here was where they reburied bodies from a Native
from the
American.
other cemetery that we used to play paintball in down the road. When they built the cell tower, they ripped them up and apparently brought them here somewhere.
They brought them here and buried them in
the Brelands. These were the original founders of Flat Rock. All the Brelands.
But they brought the remains of the natives and put it here in the consecrated grounds.
Not natives, the towns, the founders, like the people from the town of Flat Rock.
This is from an old cemetery, not from an Indian burial ground.
No, this is technically where the Indians buried their dead. This whole strip from here to the end of Carlton Road was an Indian reservation. This side of it towards the river is where they buried their dead. Their reservation where they lived was all on that side of the road.
Do you know which tribe?
I don't know. I know that we tilled gardens though when bones have came up and we had to call the damn police and they had to come out and be like, okay, it's super old, it's no big deal.
I mean, I would be curious, like if the Historic Society knows, you pass that information along just if you get a chance.
I'm actually friends with 2 of the largest collectors of Native American artifacts in the country, so I can probably ask them.
We have here a very distinguished grave of a Daniel C. Vreeland.
Yeah, the founding family of Flat Rock.
And if you look at their dates, a lot of them died in the same year. I'm guessing there was a flu or something that wiped them, came through.
So I guess we're gonna be looking at those dates here and see if there's some validity to that rumor.
1854, 1855.
And he died at age 53. So he was in the area during the troubles over in the region.
Heavy.
Go check this one out.
Yeah, another Olmsted.
Little tip for our paranormal investigations, besides always carry a knife and a flashlight on you. Gula. Find things out of the normal. So we have something here. Vandalism, age, we don't know.
Have a team of guys pushing this rock. Look how heavy this thing is.
But this is the kind of things that we come out here and look for and try to dig up the truth, get some information on it, guys. So let's see what we find.
I bet you that chunk weighs 2,000 pounds.
I'm not going to find out.
No, let me get it.
Hold on.
Cochran. Oh yeah, no, that's just on the other side. Look where these headstones are. Look how close this fence is, and look how big the drop is.
We do have headstones out
See
there.
what I'm saying?
On the other side.
Yeah.
This is where the bones come washing out because it's just a drop off, man. It's
Can
like
you get a picture of that, Max?
straight down.
What?
We got gravestones right there on the other side of the fence.
Oh, yeah, there are. There's some
They look to be
graves.
a little bit more aged and worn than the ones you got up here.
There's definitely some stone. Oh yeah. This is all a retaining wall made out of stone right here.
One of the common things when we come and investigate these old graveyards and stuff like that is a lot of times these places have been left to go wild, at least for some period of time. People have come back over the years, recognized for what it was, and decide, you know, make the area beautiful again.
Look at this unusual headstone. The letters come out. They're not carved in. They carved the letters out.
It's a high relief.
I don't think I've ever seen a headstone like that.
Susan
Another
Mary
Freeland.
Moose.
Moses.
Freeland?
I think that's
Moses.
poured concrete, right?
Still one hell of a name.
They carved
Yeah.
out a mold
Died in
poured
1910.
concrete.
Yeah, so they had to make a custom mold for that.
Yeah.
The baby, was that over by that tree? Was that?
When you find it, you'll see it's a reddish colored headstone. Like it's a granite that's kind of like the red.
Oh.
Like
The baby headstone he was talking about?
I got a picture of it. on
He
my
said
phone.
it's back down there, right?
It's right around here somewhere. I know it's on this side because I was out here with my ex.
This right here you can assume is a child.
Here, right here. Okay, no, it is gray in color. You see? It just says baby and the hole dug on it. It's kind of creepy, man. It looks like it come crawling out.
We
yeah,
got
the
a
little
child.
lamb.
Yeah, we got a child's grave right here.
Miller. What does that say? Margaret Miller.
And a Frank
Possibly
Miller.
2 children.
Unless this is parents.
There's the date. 1951. 1866 to 1951.
I could be wrong, but my understanding is the lambs normally signify children.
I believe so.
Yep. Like I said, I thought it looks like a parents and baby grave.
1871. Yeah, some of them just say like father and mother on them.
Yeah.
Like these two right here. That's what he was talking about, the father and mother graves.
Oh, yeah.
They're tilted kind of towards each other. That's all it says.
Yeah, time flies when having fun, homie.
See, this is the kind of shit that I wonder about too. Like, I know that's just stuff from the graves they just chuck off to the side, but like,
That flag's standing up in the ground.
well, I'm pretty sure this damn the graveyard used to go to the edge of the hill. Like, why would you only put it on this side of the road? Like, there's plenty of good room over there.
Is that the hill that he's talking about, maybe?
Well, that's the hill where the bones would come out when we were kids.
Okay, well, I wonder if that's the hill he was talking about with the line of 4 old graves.
Yeah.
Infant daughter.
These are really old too, right here. These little nubs.
These are the headstones you're talking about. This right here is where it's there. It's just creepy.
Don't even
they
have
said.
nothing on them. They're all worn so bad.
Also, I want to find the Revolution Memorial.
1822 to 1891. Look at this weird one.
Is this the Mike Myers? They said there was a Mike Myers buried here.
This would be the area because these are the Myers.
That's Henry and Margaret.
Baby grave. Dude, these mosquitoes are crazy. It's really a blank.
That shit goes over there. I swear to God, someone's just walking here with me. I'm serious, man.
Alright, well, first off, let's turn off the flash. We don't need that.
Now it's working.
Yeah, it works. Bernice Ernest. said there was a plaque for it.
I'm sure there is. They usually...
Van Riper. Oh yeah, I'm gonna just check out some of these real quick, but then show me the one that didn't have the death date on it.
Okay. One of those graves over there is from like 1792 when he was born.
Yeah.
Man, this ground is soft. I just rubbed like 4 inches deep with my fingers.
Where's the no death date?
Right over here somewhere. That is nice.
Although, you know what I've been kind of noticing for some of like the 1900 graves? People were living longer in like the 1800s.
Yeah.
Like 1700s, 1800s, like people born in the 1900s living like 50, 60 years.
Yeah.
People,
Because we probably from processed food or some dumb shit. Yeah, that's the one that they were waiting for her to die, but I'm like, I think you guys missed your mark on that one. Pretty sure
somebody
she's
forget
dead.
to put it on?
Maybe like you said, maybe she's not even here. Maybe they went and moved somewhere else and they just stuck her in a, maybe she's a Jane Doe, who knows, right? This doesn't have a date, it just says Charles. This one says NFT.
Sure, someone's supposed to be an E, like a Janet.
Yeah, I think so.
Cool. Have you seen the Revolutionary War?
It's got to be around here marked.
Have I seen the Revolutionary War?
Like the memorial grave back here.
Oh, I've not. I know there was one.
Oh, sorry. It was.
Yeah, like I was saying, right in that back corner, you can actually tell like the trailer right there. My buddy used to live in the next trailer over.
Yeah.
But it's like that hill goes like this, and then there's the fence in the trailer. We used to be poking around in that shit all the time, and you can see how close those headstones ran to the side of that hill.
Yeah.
When we were kids, like, we would hear the maintenance guys found some bones again, and we would all come rushing over here looking for like fingers and teeth and shit like that. We were weird kids.
Dang, look at that. It looks like the top of that was like an obelisk got knocked off.
Van Horn Road's, you know, big round of flat rock. Glacians, I know a lot of them. Used to date get one of them. This one's all busted up. Well, here's all the Myers, so Mike Myers has to be right here somewhere.
I was looking around. I didn't find it.
You can see there's still lots of spots where there's unmarked graves. Like there's just random, like, you know there's graves here.
Yeah.
You know they just don't have headstones anymore. Yeah, and then, like I was saying, the Indians used to live there in Flat Rock and stuff, and then when they founded Flat Rock, they pushed them on the other side of the river to make a reservation. And they went on this side of the river all the way up to this area, and supposedly this is where they, like, buried their dead and shit, and then they built a park on top of it.
Yeah.
That was always the story, at least. But I know there was an Indian reservation here, because just down the street, we've seen the bones and stuff digging around.
Dang.
Let's see if this one is.
Ada Died 2 years, 9 months, and 14 days.
This one looks a little white to probably be one, but... I know, you know, seeing the late 1800s doesn't even really sound that old, but like consider that's still a long time ago.
Yeah. Hitchcock.
Yeah, you could have seen that rain we had a few weeks back. There was so much water. That trailer park back there, it was inside of people's houses all over the place. People
wow.
were kayaking down the roads and shit. My trailer park, I was in my waders in water this deep on the back road fishing in the middle of the street. Yeah, we got a lot of water, man. I think we got...
Oh, there's the memorial.
I think we got like 8 inches of rain in like 5 hours. Yeah, we had more in that time than we did in like 3 years combined.
Was that the remnants of the hurricane?
I don't know. Maybe. Whatever it was, it fucked us up.
Frontier Ranger.
We're still cleaning up. We had like 6 tornadoes rip through here. My buddy's house is right down the street. Literally across the street from his house, ripped the roofs right off the houses, knocked over the garages, trees down everywhere. He was in Massachusetts, so I hurried up and flew over there to make sure his house was good. I show up and there's like, I was like, is this a joke? Did somebody come here and like fix it and clean it? Because there wasn't even leaves in his yard. There was, shingles were fine, and I'm like, the other side of the street was, you couldn't recognize it. That tornadoes are weird, man. Yeah, we had a few tornadoes. Frenchtown Villa, right next to my trailer park, he got hit with a tornado. I think like 4 people died. It it ran right through the middle of a road and just ripped those things apart, man. Yeah. Then we had a couple tornadoes down there, one in New Boston. We don't get many of that kind of weather, so when it does, it's kind of a big deal.
So, I'm gonna go find Drew.
Yeah.
And see about starting to head out.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you want, we can also go to the old Vreeland Cemetery. It's right down the street.
Me staying here with the last 5 minutes, I heard someone walking next to me, and I thought it was one of the fellow investigators, one of our action camera specialists out here with us on this trip, only that there was no one around. So, yeah, great way to start off this investigation in the cemetery. This is Midwest Legend Hunters, currently in Oakwood Cemetery. This is still our first visit. We are planning on returning later on tonight, and I did say that I was going to cut off recording, but I am here by myself at the far end of the cemetery. All of my other investigators have moved back towards the entrance, and there's definitely voices, audible talking back here. Coming from the wrong direction of the subdivision, and the other direction is coming more towards the woods. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to turn this on. I'm going to ask a few more questions. It looks like we got something over here I might go check out. But is anyone here with us right now? If you're here, make yourself known. What is your name?
Yeah, you guys being a little bit farther south, it probably gets darker earlier. Probably not much, though.
Yeah. I mean, it might be
Buddy in
like
Florida?
15 minutes.
I know it's decently different because my buddy in Florida would take pictures of them all standing on the pier watching the sunset, and it's still high in the sky up here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you've been to the UP, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that was.
It's not totally dark until like 11 o'clock at night up there.
We were up there in the middle of summer. It was 2:30 in the morning, and you could still see the sun on the horizon. Not the sun itself, but you could see the light coming off the horizon from it.
Yeah.
It was like 2:30 in the morning, so everybody come out the bar, and we're all like, what the fuck is that? Is that the Northern Lights? The people were like, no, it's the sun, you idiot. And I'm like, why am I the idiot? I've never seen it out this late.